What's up, seniors? Section B, the best section. Going to just kind of shout out and say hello. It's kind of going to be a weekly thing with you guys with a vid and what to expect from me. We're talking about personal finance. I got some more unnecessary cologne in the mail I'll open up later and kind of give you those unnecessary kind of testing of that. But hopefully that you guys are doing good. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you're keeping up with your college classes. Please do that. That's priority number one. Thing I wanted to say, I've said this last time in the video to you, is that Mr. Shrinker's last day is next Tuesday. I would probably send him an email or something just saying thank you or some kind of brief blurb this weekend or by Monday for sure. I'm sure he will appreciate that. All right. So, went over personal finance, my unorthodox recommendations. Probably what you'll be doing eventually for assignment for me is kind of coming up with your financial plan for the future here and what you're just thinking at this time. And I'm giving you my unorthodox kind of recommendations. Remember from last video, maybe you've already forgotten. This is more of a Horton Here's a Who moment anyway. Know yourself and your situation. That's one thing. Just know what's going on for you. Get with a good money person. I think some of you have already developed some of the skills of being a good money person, which is fantastic. You've heard me say this before for number 3. Put away money now. You're earning on a part-time job. You're working, maybe doing some yard work, or you're doing, you're earning some type of income. Make it a jar, make it a savings account, make it something where you're not going to touch it, something that's what we call escrow, and you cannot get into, whether it be 2 quarters, $1, $5 of your paycheck, or $10. Maybe give it to somebody that you can trust, like one of your parents or something like that. Put away money now. Don't it's gotta be the extreme emergency to break into it. Not it's gotta be the last resort. And the only time that you would probably get to this money and do something else with it, if it's time to take, if you see the accumulation of it, maybe it might be $500 to $1,000, maybe even more, and put it in some type of investment that we'll talk about much later, some of the options that you can do in there. Maybe make your money that you saved up earn a little bit more or pay off in the long run by just sitting there. But for the most part right now, can you put away money? Can you set fire? Can you have a piggy bank somewhere that you will not touch? And my best example of this is that, well, Mr. Price, how is this going to help me? Look at your coin jars. Look at the things is how that accumulates up all the money that you've saved up as far as that. Really amazing. All right. So it's just really amazing. So please do that. That's my third advice. And I tell you, my fourth one I've kind of mentioned before, love your family, but draw the line. You love your family. You love them to death. But there's always this kind of, that person. Anyway, so you love that, you love your family. They are first. They are priority number one. But, you're not there to save them all. And then also, too, if you're working right now in school or you're in college and they're asking somebody in your family, might not be your parents, your cousins, something like that, they think that, you have $5, you have $50. They think once you get out of college or, your graduate work that you're a doctor, lawyer, and everybody assumes that all those occupations that you're rich, that you have all the money, that, you have it, or you got a great job in the tech industry. if somebody comes and say, hey, do you have $50? It's all right to say, no, I don't. You have a lot of bills to pay. You're just getting started out. Continuing on here about saying that, again, drawing the line with your family. Sorry, I just had, again, some kind of automatic turn off. But just say no, you don't have the money. Even sometime if there is, even your sibling, maybe badgering you about some money, go to your parents even still that you're, out of college or someplace and everything, and say, what should I do? What are some of the recommendations? Because really family, maybe not even immediate family, can really, and I've said this word, can really drain you if you start helping out or you're trying to think you're trying to do good, because you do love your family and you do feel like, you might have a little something, so you want to help them out, but you need to draw a line at some place. And I've always said that there are a lot of families out here struggling, and you're in college or you're in grad school eventually, and there are some real family struggles that's going on here. But hopefully people can see the big picture, that it's probably best in your interest and your family interest that you concentrate on your school to see the long range goals of you achieving some, like, master's or doctorate degree or even your bachelor's degree, to, kind of gaining your economic status by getting a good job or having a career. It just does no good for everybody to be in the hole if nobody gets out. Somebody has to get out of the hole. You get out of the hole, you reach back in, and you bring others up then. But some people sometimes you don't know that you're bringing each other down back into the hole like that. So really heed advice, and it doesn't mean that you're a bad person because you are drawing a line. It's just that you're being very realistic. It's just a shame how people assume people that we all do, including Mr. Price, well, they have money because they have these nice cars or they have that big house. Well, these people don't have money because look at their car, look at their small house or whatever. You'd be surprised. You don't know what people have. You don't see their financial records. You don't see my financial records. You don't see somebody else's financial records. We just assume that people either have money or don't have money by their actions or maybe what they have or what they can buy. You do not know who has money, and you don't know what their debts are. You don't know how they attain maybe some of their income and who's helping out. You just don't know. It just drives me mad that people make assumptions about, oh yeah, that guy's rich, or that girl is rich, or that person's there. I don't know there's really, I know you guys always think about rich people. I know it's relative. Maybe they have more than you. Very few rich people are around us if they're truly rich. A lot of people like to think they're rich, or they're like, have a lot of money. And again, they're like a lot of us. They're not in such a, good position as I think the situations are revealed. Nevertheless, so make sure you draw the line. Put away your money now. Please do that in here. Just quickly, just as like an icebreaker, people want to say, well, why do you, do this kind of unboxing here or whatever like that? And it's just an icebreaker. It's nothing to, I think that, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing this full time. No, it's just something that's kind of fun. One of Mr. Price's things that into luxury goods, these are not a need. It's not water, it's not shelter, it's not clothes. This is, again, you're talking about maybe like, spending too much money on stuff that you don't need, especially during this time. And that's all this is. Just something just kind of for fun's sake that you know about Mr. Price. And I'll talk about my ties too, some special ties that mean to me. Somebody suggested that. These are just icebreakers, kind of a little bit lighthearted about what I'm doing here to just to end part. Matter of fact, you can almost shut it off right now if you don't want to see me unbox my Bentley cologne. Yes, car manufacturers make colognes like designers like Calvin Klein and Perry Ellis. So does Mercedes. So does, you know, Ferrari. So does Bentley cars from England. They make colognes like that. It's one of those things they get into on here. So just quickly, oh, Mr. Price, hold up your hand behind it so they can see the cologne. It doesn't matter. I'm not a professional or anything. I have a Bentley Intense cologne. It's okay. You don't need to know about any of these type of colognes. Bentley Men for Absolute. It's on the second shelf. Actually on the top shelf that I'll use. This is more on the second shelf because it's like the Mont Blanc Explorer. By the way, follow up to that. You know, after the dry down and it, you know, I smelled it before. I got the little pineapples. It goes up on the top shelf. The last cologne that I reviewed on here. So I put it on the top shelf. So this is Azure, kind of like, of course, is the blue, like azul, like in Spanish. So I'm gonna open this up and see my initial reaction to this. So, and again, you know, they always kill me with these boxes here. They have some good, actually, bottles here that's pretty sturdy and it has some good caps on it here. So for what it's worth. So maybe in the end too, I'll recommend to some of you young guys what you guys should be actually looking into. Really, you don't see a blue, like, you know, kind of, usually you see kind of a blue shade here, but I really love their caps, their atomizers. Today I'm wearing one of my top shelf colognes, the Spice Bomb, Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb Fresh. Oh, it's heavenly. So we'll see what this works out for the initial, like, you know, spray here. Let's see here. Give it a couple of shout out, let it waft out a little bit. It's pretty pungent as I see right now. So for what it's worth, so. And we'll see. And I'll take a good whiff. It kind of smells pretty good just from a distance here, so I have to say that right now. So this might be on the top shelf instead of the second shelf as far as cologne. Not bad, not bad. Probably a keeper on the top shelf, so joins the Bentley Absolute and probably the Intense, which is kind of an acquired taste, and that's probably what I'll do. So you guys have a good week. Please contact me if you have any concerns about, you know, the civics class and things I'm doing. Please keep up with my unorthodox financial advice and start thinking about your financial plan on here as far as what you will, you know, just kind of write about what you plan on doing. You guys have a good one and have a safe weekend and everything. I love you all like that, you know, and I hope the best for your families, okay? All right, so see you.